Welcome to the 176th edition of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. I'm Gary Hill, and I'm both your host and your reviewer. This time around, I'm doing something a bit unusual. Well, we often look at unusual things, but this is definitely different. My subject for this time is the Blu-ray of an animated DC Comics film called Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. Now, the reason I'm reviewing this here is that not only is it very much a horror story, it's also based on Lovecraft's mythos. This is an alternate universe type of Batman story. It takes place in the 1920s, and Bruce Wayne has accidentally unleashed a Lovecraftian horror onto the world. As Batman, he confronts supernatural elements, prophecies, and an altered history of the founders of Gotham City, including his own father. There is an evil at the core of Gotham City, and a cult is intent on bringing destruction to the world. This reminds me a lot of the classic animated series from the 1990s. They include quite a few classic DC cameos, but if you don't know the names, you'll probably miss them because they're not spelled out really. This has a tendency to be slow and a little confusing at times, but it's very strong overall. It wound up being a film that sat in my mind long after I finished watching it. I would say that this is probably the darkest Batman story I've ever seen. The horror elements are very much out front. I'm not going to get into spoilers beyond this, but just because you recognize a character as being someone integral to the DC universe, it doesn't mean they will survive this story. I'm a big comic book fan, particularly superheroes, and while I'm more of a Marvel person, Batman has always been one of my favorite characters. Once you weave Lovecraftian horror into the tale, it seems as if it's tailor-made for me, so your mileage may vary. This comes with some interesting bonus features, including a couple bonus cartoons from the DC Vault. As I always say, that bonus materials are just that, though, bonuses. The movie is the real selling point. I think the feature is well worth it. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.